Hello students, this is a video that I created to teach you a little bit about monsoons. Now, to create this video, I'm going to use a couple maps and some photographs to help you better understand what the monsoons are like. Now, first, let me ask you, what is a monsoon? Monsoons are seasonal weather patterns that come in the summer and the winter and affect South and Southeast Asia, including India and China, who we'll be talking about in the next couple weeks. So, monsoons bring heavy rainfall and strong winds that travel in the same direction according to the season. So, during the summer season, the wind travels from the ocean towards the land in this direction. Now for this video, we're going to concentrate on India, but it affects all the countries of South Asia and Southeast Asia. So when the wind travels from the Indian Ocean towards the coast, it brings with it rain, and rainfall is particularly heavy along the coast and in the Ganges River Valley. So why would this be important? Who would rely on this rainfall that comes almost the same time every year and brings approximately 90% of all the rain that comes to this region? Who would rely on that rain, and why? I hope you were thinking about farmers, because I was. Farmers, in particular, rely on this rain, especially back in ancient times when we'll be learning about, because farmers needed the water for their crops to survive and for their soil to be fertile. If the monsoon season was successful, farmers would be able to have a successful crop, and their fields would be dark with rich soil like this. However, what could happen if the monsoon season was too quick and didn't drop enough rain? Or what if the monsoon season was extremely strong that year and brought too much rain to the region? Flooding. That's right. Flooding could happen. When the monsoons bring too much rain, as you can see here, drastic flooding can occur. The flooding is probably 4 feet high here. As you can see, it's covering the whole village behind them, and they're walking chest deep in water. And you can see the rain is pouring down. There's also flooding that can occur. It can occur wide scale, so there could be occurring all over countries such as India. And in cities like this, not just in the farming areas, but in cities, you could see here, there's a bunch of people traveling through the chest-deep water. And it can go through town squares and destroy buildings and even threaten people's lives. So the monsoons are relied upon for their rain and are very important, but if too much rain falls or too little rain falls, it can cause problems. So next, we're just going to talk about the wind. Monsoons are also important for the wind that they bring. Now, during the summer monsoons, like we talked about, the wind travels in this direction. And this is important because during ancient times, when they went across the ocean, they sailed on a boat. And boats during this time were powered by the wind. You couldn't row across the whole ocean, and they definitely didn't have motors. So when the wind was traveling this direction in the summer towards Asia, they would travel with the winds. And then they would gather their trades and do their business. The summer season was over. In the winter, the monsoons winds would change direction and head this way. So anyone who wanted to travel home to Europe or to Africa, or Asians who wanted to travel in that direction for trade or for any other reason, would once again use the winds, because they had sail power only, back to Africa and Europe in that direction. And that's the importance, or some of the importance, of the monsoon. And we'll be thinking about this once again when we talk about the Indian empires that relied on the rainfall, and as well as the Chinese, and the traders who relied on the winds to sail across the ocean.